now we are going to work on adding windows to some of our buildings so you guys can see how windows are constructed. I'm also going to try to figure out how I'm going to get a purple fingerprint on my black and white drawing. So, 1 second. Okay, there's a pencil. I'm not fully prepared. All right, so I'm going to add some windows here. And I think I'm going to add one here and here. So windows are very much like doors. On a side of the building that is facing us and is just, a rectangle, just like with the doors, our windows are going to be squares or rectangles. And just like with the doors, we can run our lines over to our edge here, and then line them up with our vanishing point if we want all of our windows to be about the same height, which I think I'm going to do. Actually, no, I'm just going to do it for this building here. Like that. So I'm just going to want to make sure that my windows fall within that kind of height. So now I can erase away those extra lines. I'm not going to put a window over here. I don't really have the room. I don't want to make a weird skinny window. There. So we've now made a window here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just do, I think, a row of windows up here as well. See, if you want to do like a whole row of windows, I'm just drawing this little section of the line instead of the whole line, just so I have those to erase. But if you feel more comfortable doing the whole line, then by all means go ahead. So I've got this kind of section here, right? So if I want to do a whole bunch of windows here, one thing I might want to do is space them apart evenly. That means I'm going to find out what's the middle of this building. So if I want to find the middle of something, just like with my double door here, I'm going to make an X across it. So I'm just going to do a diagonal line there, and then I'll line up these two corners and do a diagonal line here. And this little dot here, this is the middle of my X, that's the middle of the front of this building. So that means it's going to be the middle of one of my windows, like that. So I'm going to make a dot about halfway. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not really going to do this particular. Let me just do a little line like that. And wait. No, I'm doing this wrong. I am so sorry. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to center this, but I got confused for a minute. I was going about it the wrong way. If I want to center this, I'm going to first make a line over on the left side, right? Now that little dot where it was in the middle, kind of in the middle of this line through this window, I'm going to make a line between my left corner and that little dot like there, where if I had marked the middle of my window, and that is where my right edge is going to be. Sorry, I forgot a crucial step in there. So here we go. We have a window that is perfectly centered. And then if I wanted to maybe center a window on each side, I could kind of repeat that process. Or maybe I just want to do, center a window in this space. And just do that whole thing again. So there's the middle of my window. This is going to be the edge of my window. And then I can do a line from there through the center and then up here. And I'm kind of speeding through that just because if you're confused about the process, you can watch right at the first window, since that was a little bit slower and I kind of erased lines in between steps. But this is just to kind of show you that it doesn't have to be a long, crazy process. You can do it pretty quickly once you get the hang of what the steps are. And again, I'm just going to fix. Down my center there. Now I'll just do that left side. Send a line through my center down here. And then define my right side. And that's it. So pretty straightforward, but it comes out looking really nice. Now, one thing I forgot to do with the doors that I did want to do with the windows, since I forgot to do it before, is to talk to you about recessing these things. And what that means, if you have a window that is recessed or a door that is recessed, what that means is that they're kind of sunk into the building a little bit. So I'm going to recess this door, and the way I'm going to do that is really simple. I'm just going to have it so that this door is not flush with the wall. Like it's not sitting even with the wall. It's going to be in a little bit. So I'm going to do a little horizontal line, just however far in I want my door to go. So I'm going to say maybe like that. I'm not going to have it crazy recessed, just a little bit. And then I can line, come up vertically from that. And then in the corner of this, of course, because this is a perspective side, we will have a perspective line. So I'm just going to line this up with my finishing point. I'm just going to do my mark right here across the doorway. I know where it goes. So there, and that way you have a little bit of extra dimension here and just a tiny bit of added detail. And I can go ahead and erase this little bit here if I want. Now I can, oops, my light went out. That's why it all got dark. I can do the same thing with windows too. So I could come in and set all these windows back if I want. I'm just going to do one so you can see how it goes. So I'm going to set my window back too, like that. And just like with the door, I'm going to come up vertically. And then I'm going to line this bottom corner up with my vanishing point. So that I can draw the bottom of the sill on that. So again, this isn't just another way you can add a little bit more detail and make it look a little bit more like an actual building and not like a block in a row of blocks. Because our goal here, with everything we do to these buildings from here on out, our goal is to make it not look like a box. So yeah, so and these are the processes you'll use for adding windows to any of your buildings. And I may show I may have later videos showing how to do things like, I don't know, a window that's rounded or something like that. But these are your basic, regular little square windows. So thanks for joining me. And I think our next video is going to be on section